Alrighty. Great. All right, so you guys know the drill. We'll start with a warm up and kind of flow into the workout. And again, these workouts they do get a little bit more challenging as the workout progresses. So yeah, let's do the warm up and then I'll explain the workout a little bit. So you guys could see me clear. You guys could hear me. We'll start. So again, same old warm up. We're going to continue to do this for the next few months. Again, it's just a good way to wake up the body. In this class, next circles right here. In this class being a little bit earlier. Hey Ella, this class being a little bit earlier, we want to make sure that we are stretched out. So, hey Kelly, hello. All right, switch sides, change directions. You guys feeling a little bit more loose after yesterday's class? My hips feel very nice. So, all right, let's grab that left side. Just lean on over for that stretch. Hey Maria, good morning. And the switch. Very good. All right, now let's grab the back side of our head and lean it forward. All right, let's just look side to side. So to the left, to the right, slowly. And very good. Let's do some arm circles. We'll keep those arms away from us, those hands away from our body, just kind of working on that blood flow. Switch directions, reverse. All right, very good. All right, now let's start with some big circles, just with one arm at a time. Bring them forward from up above. All right, switch directions. Very good. And let's go left. Awesome. And switch directions. Very good. All right, let's just do some trunk rotations. So arms up, slowly start turning. The more you turn, the more joint mobility you should have around the trunk of the hip. So you should be able to rotate a little bit more. All right, very good. All right, some ab circles. So again, we'll be doing some abs today. So cardio and core. So gotta warm up those abs. So let's then, we usually do 5. Let's do 8 of them this time. 8 on each side. Just so you get them a little bit more. Remember, leaning over to that side of your body, coming across, and then leaning back. This also stretches out our back. Feels pretty good. About halfway there. Make sure you're breathing. Continue to breathe. Yeah, we have a full house right now, 25 people. Great. All right, last one. All right. Go with my favorite one. We'll go with the giant hula hoops. So again, really loosen up those hips. If you're in the class yesterday, remember we spent a lot of time, 3 or 4 minutes, kind of all the muscles around our hips, our groin area, so should be pretty loose right now. And if you missed the class, like I said, on Wednesdays, we usually have that flexibility and mobility class, so let's switch. Right, very good. We'll do some hip openers now. So the hip openers, drive that knee up. And again, you could do the swing that we practiced on the balance class. So you could just do this movement here, or you could go out and back and reset. Okay, we're gonna go with the swing because I do want to practice on my balance a little bit. So again, and if you don't feel too safe, just make sure you're next to a chair if you're practicing the hip opener swing. Very good. Let's switch sides. Drive that knee up. Start opening it up. Keeping those hips facing forward. You don't want to rotate the body too much. Make sure that knee is at the same height as your knee. As your hip. We don't want it down here. You want to make sure it's elevated. Good. A little bit better. All right. We're going to do some alternating toe touches. So again, just start low right here. Slight march. So you get more comfortable. Start opening up those hips. Very good. All right, let's head on over to the wall and do some leg swings. Similar movement, just now a little bit more range of motion. Now we're going back and forward. So let's do about 12 to 15 on each side. And again, it should feel more like a swing instead of like a forceful kick. All right, let's switch. So switch sides, work on that other opposite leg. Very good. All right, now we're going to swing across our midline. Okay, so face the wall, and we're swinging that right leg across. Again, 10 to 12 of these. All right, let's switch. That hip always gets me with that left hip. All right, let's do the quad stretch. So just grab right above the ankle, pull back. And if you need balance, go ahead and grab onto something. Otherwise, we can work on our balance on this one too. So I'm just swinging back. You should feel that stretch on your quad. All right, let's switch. Make sure you're coming back on that quad, on that calf, backing up. All right, just a couple more. We'll do hamstring stretch. So again, little about shoulder width apart, or we could be a little bit closer. Slight bend at the knees. And let's just start bringing our arms down our legs, so we can no further go. Let's hold it there about 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. Right, let's reach a little bit more. Feel that stretch a little bit more to be able to go further down. All right, let's bring those knees back. To stretching. All right, and slowly, let's come back up. Very good. All right, last one before we start. So you guys know this one, the deep squat stretch. So again, I'm gonna bring those glutes, those hips below our knees. Separate our knees with our elbows. Keep your torso upright. We don't want to be slouching forward. Feel the stretch throughout the entire body. All right, let's get off our heels. So just on our forefoot. Feel that stretch on your arches. And awesome. We have, there's like 6 of you alive right now. I think that's the most we've had. Good. All right, let's drop those heels. And then let's use our hands to help our way up. All right, awesome. So hopefully you guys are a little bit stretched out. So again, for today, as far as equipment, we'll need a yoga mat, as always, a towel, just kind of clean yourself up, water, and if you have light dumbbells, we can use the light dumbbells for a few movements, but nothing else. That's about it. So give you guys about a minute. You guys find those items, and then just a reminder: if you need the workout video, just go on the chat and leave me your email address, and I'll send that later. So a couple minutes, or a minute or two. Alrighty, is good. Got Miriam, Karina, hey Perry. Yeah, so I just wanted to share kind of a little, I guess, new habits I'm practicing right now. So last semester, our class started at 8:30. Sometimes I would wake up at 7:45, kind of prep things up, but I felt like that was too close, and I would always kind of be a little bit too sluggish to go into the class. So now I try to wake up, I think on the latest, I'll try to wake up around 6 a.m. This morning I woke up at 4:30, but I'll usually try and go for a run. And then I'll try, if I can, I'll try to squeeze in like a weight routine workout. And if I don't have time, I'll just have breakfast. But what I'm noticing is when I have a pretty solid breakfast, which I try to have between 7:15 to 7:45, typically like, you know, I have enough time before my workout, so my stomach's not too heavy. And then after this, I have a workout with the track team at 11. So I'm in my garage pretty much from like 6 a.m. until noon sometimes, just kind of doing something. But before that, when I was just waking up 30 minutes before class, like last semester, I would just want to take a nap right after the class and go to sleep for another 2 hours. And now I don't have that sensation or that want anymore. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you guys wake up a little bit earlier, are active and actually taking care of like your nutrition, and I think that's the biggest factor, it has given me a lot of energy. I know they talk about how you exercise more, you get more energy. And I mean, I'm actually feeling that finally. You know, I haven't felt that in a while, but yeah, naps was like a thing that I used to do a lot. And now, yeah, I'm pretty on my body's not tired. So maybe, you know, if you feel like you're napping throughout the day or a little lethargic throughout the day, yeah, maybe if you skip breakfast and you might call breakfast just a mug of coffee, you might want to have a little bit more than that. So just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, so let's start with the workout. So again, let me just check the chat. Can you get the video? Yeah, Perry, you'll get the video. As long as you leave me your email address, you'll get the video later today. So I appreciate it. Wow, 26 people. Awesome. Hey, Therese, how are you? All right, you guys ready? Okay, so again, these workouts will start a little bit easier. So the first few sets are more chill, more relaxed, and as the workout progresses, you know, we'll get a little more intense. So most of these sets are 3 to 4 or maybe even 5 exercises, with half of them or the majority of them being a cardio movement, so we could get our heart rate up and our sweat on. And then the last movement is typically that core movement. And I have 8 sets set up, so you guys can kind of do the math. So you just check. And hey, Mara, how are you? And I'll be checking the chat in between sets just in case I skip something or miss something. So, all right, so we'll start off with like the easy one. So knees, cross hands. So again, just this cross march. Don't get too hard. Yeah, I've done these workouts before with you know, one of those activity trackers, and I think usually a cardio and core workout when it's close to an hour of exercising, we're burning about maybe 350 to like 500 calories, depending on your effort, and you know, if you're taking little breaks in between. So that's kind of like what we're looking at. So, all right, let's go hamstrings to glutes. And just to put that into perspective, you usually burn 100 calories for like a mile that you walk or a mile that you run. It's about the same amount of calories that you're burning. So, you know, the more the effort you're giving, probably you're closer to that 400, 500 mark. But I wouldn't worry too much about calories. As long as your joints are feeling good, you're feeling better. Yeah. All right, now these are arms, so let's open them up. Open up that chest, same rhythm. All right, we're gonna just go into skaters, so ice skaters, so we're gonna go here. So we're just leaning towards that opposite knee, really opening up the calves, the groin. So if you notice, as I'm leaning to my knee, that opposite foot comes off the ground, and I feel a nice stretch on my calf once I do that. So you guys could give that a shot if you're comfortable with it. All right, let's do some jumping jacks. You guys ready? There you go. We'll do 30 jumping jacks. 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. Take a little break. We're just gonna do some oblique standing crunches. So pretty much hand on your, kind of like how we did the stretch. So hand on your ear, and we're gonna be kind of doing that oblique crunch. So lift that leg up and bring that elbow to that little angle that forms between your hip and your leg, okay? So let's do 10 on each side. So make sure you have good balance. And again, it's not for speed. You want more of that crunch sensation, okay? All right, once you've done 10, let's switch sides. Really bring that elbow on that little angle, that notch that forms there. It's a lot easier if you bring your elbow to your knee, but if you bring it to that little angle, it requires a little bit more movement on your behalf, more work from the oblique. All right, very good. All right, so now we're gonna try a new one. So it's a jumping jack with pretty much with a squat in between. So instead of bringing our hands up, hold on, it's here. No, sorry, hold on. So it's this one here, okay? So when our legs are separating, we come down for like a squat. And then when they come together, we rise up, okay? So you guys wanna practice that for a few seconds before we start? So here. Okay, all right. The ones that are loud, I think you guys got it a lot quicker than I did. All right, so again, some coordination is probably not my best quality here, but so that's what we're gonna be doing. So again, when you're wide, you're going down, come back up, okay? We're gonna do 30 seconds. You guys ready? We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go 30 seconds. And try not to slouch forward too much. Just drop your hips back. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, let's grab those yoga mats. Gotta set mine up. Yeah, I said each set was about 3 or 4 exercises. This one's like 7 already. So my apologies, but we'll still get it. All right. Very good. All right. So you got a couple new people that came in. Oh, Josefina doesn't see the red cap. Well, that's probably a good thing, right? So remember that red cap only comes down on special days, so no burpees today. I can go switch it, it's right around the corner. I can go grab it. I think a bunch of no's. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this one's gonna be roll up. So again, easy version, if you wanna do this one, we're just gonna be rolling back and forth. But if you want to feel more in your abs, you're going to go extend out and up. Okay? You guys ready? So you guys could do either one. You're going to go for 40 seconds. If you start getting tired of the extending up, out and up, let's go back to like the different variation I just showed first. All right, ready? 40 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. If you're feeling good, do 50 seconds with me. We're at 30 seconds. 40 seconds. Good job, keep going. Come on, Ella. There you go. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, not bad for the first set. All right, that's set number 1. You're gonna go and get some water. Take about a 30, 40-second rest. If you don't want any of that rest, you could do jumping jacks.
That was hard.
I ran 4 miles this morning, so I'm taking a rest.
Yeah, that was hard.
All right, Mara, which one? All right, I'm seeing more email addresses. Great. All right, Martha.
Yeah, the one on the floor.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we'll have different variations. That's actually one that we have later in the workout. But sometimes, I know some of you guys are more advanced and you might just be like, oh, this is an easy workout, and then just leave. So we're trying to mix it up a little bit more. All right, I need to get some water too. All right. So step number 2. Okay, so you guys are familiar with this one. I do like this one because it does require a lot of movement, mobility. And yeah, so good. So we're gonna start with the high knee progression. Crossing it like we did earlier, we're just gonna straight up and try to focus on bringing those knees, a little bit higher than your hips. So if you start down here, because that's where you go, that's okay. Let's really try to bring those knees a little bit elevated. Now it's gonna turn into a skip right now. So the skip's gonna get you off your heels. So should just be a little bit faster. If you can get that little hop down, then just do the high knee march a little bit quicker. Okay. And then now we're gonna go into the running motion for 20 seconds, okay? Ready? Okay, go. Ten seconds. Up. 3, 2, 1, time. Now it always gets me. And walk it off. While you're walking it off, let's do some toe walks. Let's just get under our tippy toes. Just walk around, stretch out our calves a little bit. You can always do something like this, but it's not too aerobically demanding and stretch out. Okay? All right. So this one, another oblique. We just did a similar movement, but now we're gonna have our hands up, kind of like if you have a little kid that's yelling a lot and you don't want to hear them anymore, just covering your ears. So we're gonna bring this right elbow to this left knee, okay? We're gonna alternate, okay? So we're gonna keep those hands up the entire time. All right, we're gonna go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, there you go. So again, the sound for speed is to get those most efficient crunches in there. So 2 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. A little break. You can do more toe walks if you like, or heel walks. I like walking on my heels too. That stretches out that front muscle of our shin. Take a little rest. All right. We got Alex in here, Karina. All right, great. Go for it. All right, so now it's gonna be another high knee movement, but this is new. We're gonna be moving opposite side. Okay, so if you wanna just do, it's gonna be a lateral movement. So if you could do the high knee march, you see almost how my left leg is crossing over my right leg. Okay, so that's also what you actually call it karaoke. So if you've been in an athletic team, usually that movement looks something like this. So something like that, if you're just doing the march. If you're doing the skip, then we're just gonna skip to the side, okay? And if you're doing a running motion, it's just gonna be running motion, but to the side, okay? Moving to the side is gonna work on those abductors outside, and that allows our legs to move out. So that's kind of what we're working on. So you guys kind of pick which of the three you want, okay? I'm gonna go with the middle one with the skip, okay? We'll go for 30 seconds. Ready? 40 seconds actually. Okay, go. So 20 seconds. So each side gets its own little break. If this seems too easy, do the running motion. So. I'm switching back because I got me tired. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, good. I saw a lot of changes in speed. That's good. That's what you want. So remember, I'm not there with you in person, so I can't tell you pick it up, pick it up. You gotta make that conscious effort on your own. All right. So next one, you gotta have an imagination for this one a little bit. So it's called the woodchop calf raise. So pretty much what we're doing is imagine you have an axe here. And what we want to do is come down low and then come this way. Okay, so you see how I'm alternating? And while I'm doing that, if you notice my heels are coming off the ground. Okay, so it's working those calf muscles as well. Okay. If the arm motion gets confusing, again, it is more of a leg movement. You could just kind of do like a squat that gets you off your heels as you're rising, okay? Just for imagination, or if you're gonna go grab a real latch, go do it. Be careful. All right, 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds of this. Bring the arms in there. Let's get some blood flow to that joint. So, I guess if it gets too confusing, just focus on those legs doing that. 10 more seconds. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh. Okay, that was a lot harder than it looked. How are you, Debbie? You good? You got firewood for the winter now? All right, let's go on the floor. We got our core. I think I'm wearing my red hat under this. Oh, it's turning out to be a tough workout. All right, Maura, I got your email address. How are you doing, Ella? Good. All right. We're gonna do some cross jackknives. So again, this one does require our legs to come up. So my hands are gonna be behind me, wide spread apart. And I'm gonna bring my left foot to my right hand, just cross, okay? So the easier version, the modified would be bringing your knee up, so hand to knee, opposite. Second step would be, legs straight. And the challenging one would be if your legs are elevated the entire time, okay? Which I was gonna try, but I'm tired. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna go for 40 seconds. Ready? Okay, go. If you get tired, just change to the modified one. For 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Good job. Good, good, good. You guys are doing very good. We're going. All right. Oh, someone just put, Coach, I thought it was gonna be easy today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I want to get you in shape. All right. Set number 3. Actually, I think I'm down like 4 pounds since the term started. I'm usually always pretty flat and consistent. And yeah, now I'm seeing an actual change, which is kind of nice. All right. So now I like this lateral movement one side to side. So we're gonna do a new one. So you guys have done bear crawls before. Again, bear crawls run our force. So this one's a lateral bear crawl. Okay, so we're moving up to the side. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing. You guys got that down. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Space. You guys ready? We're gonna bear crawl, our legs are back here. You're kind of tucked in a little bit, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Just a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh man. 4:30. All right, good. You guys stopping on your quads? Good. Let's do some toe walks with our toes pointed outwards. So we're gonna stretch out the calves, the outside part of our calves, the inside part actually. All right. Okay. Next one is a lateral movement too. Not too demanding, or you can make it as demanding as you can. So we're gonna do hands up, lateral butt kickers. So again, easier version, hands up, just butt kick. Okay, modified. Okay, that's what we're doing for 30 seconds next. All right, you guys ready? So hands up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Should feel that on the shoulders a little bit. Okay. All right. This is a short set. We're going straight to core now. This is also a new one I haven't done before. right, do you want to try out?
Called a single leg squat crunch. Long name. So I'm on my fourth with the quadruped position. But I'm gonna do it this left leg, the leg nearest to you. It's gonna go back to my chest. Okay, so you guys got that? So that knee comes up to my chest and back. All right, 30 seconds for each leg. So we'll take a break after the first leg. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. If your leg, if your foot doesn't touch the floor behind you, that's okay, as long as you're extending it. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1, time.
Very good. Ready?
Opposite leg. All right, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, okay, go. Ten more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right, need some water. Set number 3 complete.
The next set is all core. So you want to keep your yoga mat nearby. About 30 seconds, friends. So sorry, Karina, I just saw your
No
message.
problem. I hurt my tailbone, and when I was doing the bear walk, it hurt. So I don't know if I wasn't scooting down and up, or how do I
Yeah.
accommodate
So
that?
So the good thing about the bear crawl is that it does work out our upper body essentially. So and it's kind of a little bit challenging to modify that or find something else. The only other thing I can think of to kind of work out the shoulder in that way would be maybe a shoulder tap. So we've done this before, or maybe kind of it's a heavier movement.
But there's one where you're almost like at an elevated push-up position and you drop your shoulders. That's one. Or if you want to get in that push-up position, you just kind of tap your shoulders. So that's just for the shoulders.
But what could simulate the leg movement would just kind of be like the side shuffle squat, which essentially it's this one here, which you've done before. So that would be one. So I would say the bear crawl is a little bit more dependent on our legs. But if you feel like you need to work on your upper body a little bit, then I would recommend doing those shoulder taps.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then, okay. Oh, someone just asked who has a cat. because he saw a cat on the screen. Yeah, Debbie has a cat. Oh, who else? Summer, you have a cat too? Yeah, I have a cat.
Sorry, you guys. He
Oh.
always wants attention when I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, there's been a few times where he actually sits in front of the screen. It's kind of cute. So.
Sorry.
All right, let's bring the yoga mat. So this next set is all four. So we take a little break aerobically. Okay. So to start off, we're just gonna do a regular plank. So if you guys, regular planks just on our elbows, and on our toes, okay? Modified would be on the knees and just maintaining that position, okay? With our back being as aligned straightly as possible. You're gonna do that for 40 seconds. Then we're gonna do left side plank for 40 seconds. Then right side plank for 40 seconds. And after that, we're gonna do Supermans. If for some reason your guys' elbows get fatigued after the first set of planks, let me know so we could do the Supermans right after and give our arms a little bit of break. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, up. 40 seconds. Keep that ab tight. Those abs tight. Make sure you're breathing. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. You guys need a little bit of rest?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so let's do some Supermans. So again, just on our bellies, elevate the knees off the ground, your chest, try to keep it elevated and arms elevated, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, up. 40 seconds again. Do 2 more seconds. Keep it going, you're doing well. 5 more. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right. Now we got our side planks. So let's go with the left side. So again, modified would be my legs are slightly bent, and I'm gonna lift my hips off the ground, like my knees, my left knee making contact. But again, the more challenging would be straight plank and just elevating and making contact with the foot and the elbow. Okay. You guys ready? We'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1, up. And again, if that's too easy, you could alternate and lift that leg. Fifteen seconds in. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Switch sides. We're on our right side. So these side planks are working on our obliques. So, ready? 3, 2, 1, up. Trying to keep that body straight uniformly. We don't want to be at different angles. We don't want to have our torso straight and then our legs go that way.
More seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, now sit number 4. Good job. Some water.
Halfway through.
What do you mean we're halfway through?
Right. Start about 30 seconds. All right, no worries, Nancy. Josefina, are we done yet? Come on, girl. We're halfway through. Don't make me go get that red hat.
Right, you got some water.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed it. All right. You guys are ready? We'll start with some lateral movements again. So again, moving up to the sides, we don't do too much. We always walk around, or run, moving forward, but to the sides. Good thing about that is working out the muscles, our abductors on the sides, and our adductors on the inside. So, all right, so we're gonna do a lateral skip squat. So what that looks like, bring the camera down a little bit. You're gonna squat down, up, and skip. Just kind of shift on over, okay? So as I'm rising, I'm also pushing off to that opposite side. So I'm shifting. Okay, so I'm not coming up and then jumping. Okay, I'm not doing this. I'm shifting as I'm squatting, okay? We'll go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here you go. And I'm swinging my arms back as I'm jumping, helping me a little bit. 15 more seconds. Make sure you're squatting low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Whew. Oh man. Oh. All right. We're gonna go. Next one's a little tough one. It's gonna be a plank walkout to a mountain climber. Okay. So what that looks like, it's gonna be plank walkout, mountain climber, come back, and then do it all over again. Okay, and if you have to come back and stand up before you get up to your next one, that's okay. But try to start off with the first one that I showed you. And as you get more tired, if you happen to get tired, then just transition to that one where you stand up a little bit. All right. Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here you go. 40 seconds of this one. Get 2 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. How are you doing, Deanna? You good? Okay. All right. Yeah, if we're cramping up, kind of try to, I mean, there's really no cure for cramps. I know people say potassium, pickle juice, hydration. I mean, they're good preventative, but as far as like having the cramp and consuming those items right away, it's not going to make an immediate impact. You know, it's just those muscles are just they're being activated, you know, unconsciously, or just like they're just flaring up. There's just too much going on. But what I wanted to say is, if you have a cramp or something's really tight, avoid doing the movement that's going to depend on that muscle, because what that's going to do is you might start limping, and that limping is going to cause that opposite side that's healthy to overcome the lack of power from the other side that's struggling, and that could make the healthy side fatigue and eventually make that side injured. So if you're cramping up, just kind of stretch it out for a little bit. Stretching does help a little bit, but if it's too much to bear, you know, it might just be okay to take the rest of the workout off or recover a little bit. So yeah, so hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Okay, so this next one, it's going to be a jumping jack modification. So it's going to be a double punch jumping jack. So again, when we're together, we're fine, but when we go out, I want those arms to go out in front of you, okay? So, and I'm kind of squatting down too, okay? So it should look something like this. All right? You guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. 30 seconds. Keep those. Make sure you're punching. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, grab those yoga mats. We have our core. I just heard your comment about our knees. Yeah, there's and the thing is, you know, our body's made pretty functionally, so it's gonna adapt to how we use it. So if you don't use our body, I mean, we lose it, you know. So if you don't use a certain movement, it does get a little bit more challenging to move. So that's why I really recommend that flexibility mobility class. All right, we're gonna do hundreds. So not too challenging of a core movement here. So again, for this one, easier version would be kind of like in the sit-up position as we're upright. We're just leaning back, pumping our hands. And then kind of like the appropriate one would be elevated here. And then we're pumping, okay? So yeah, the modified version. I don't know why I said appropriate. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, up, and start pumping. So we'll do 40 seconds of this one, just because it is, you know, not the most challenging album that I've done so far. If that seems too easy, then try leaning back a little bit more. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, that's set number 5. Ooh. Good job. 3 more sets. Oh man. Well, if it's your first time here, thanks for coming. You know, I really hope that you guys continue to stick around. Ella, you okay? You need help over there? Passed out. All righty. Yeah, just 3 more sets. I think I drank a gallon of water already today. So. For the next workout that I have for my track athletes, especially after like a workout like this, I'll just tell them, do 20 burpees, and they just don't. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, I'll just tell them to do. Yeah, it's too big to do something else after this. All right, so this next one is mobility. It kind of works on our hip flexors at the same time. So this one is a bunch of new ones on this one, so I'm glad. Before we start with the next set, any movements that were introduced today that you've been a returner that you didn't like? Maybe it was uncomfortable, or coach, let's never do that again? No, everything's good? All right. You guys could put on the chat if there's something, and I see that if it's sometimes one person, maybe we just have to work around it. But if it's several people complaining about one exercise, then we'll completely eliminate that because you have done that before. But I'm not removing burpees or mountain climbers or any of those stuff. All right, so we're gonna do a white stance. It's called the white stance boxer underswing. So pretty much, you know, boxers usually are here, white stance, and I want you to come up and under here, okay? So as I'm coming under, I'm also leaning forward and back. Almost like an ab circle that we do on the warm up, but this time we're more of a swinging under, okay? And this is more of a mobility one, so which I like. Okay, we'll do it for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Ten more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. So again, that's more of a mobility one. So again, mobility, super important. So, all right. Oh, footwork. Okay. So you guys kind of remember this one. So footwork is almost like hopscotch. So what we're gonna be doing is out, in, front, and back, and so it should look something like this. Okay. So let's do the 20 seconds first with our right leg coming up front and our left leg going back. And on the sides, it's gonna be the same thing, okay? So 20 seconds of the right one forward, then we'll switch it with the left leg. So, you know, we're not just developing one muscle on the one leg than the other. Okay, ready, 20 seconds, okay, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, reset. So now just kind of work it through your head that our left foot is coming forward, right leg back, and then out. Okay, so it should be the opposite now. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. How much seconds? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. If you guys notice, all those kind of like skipping, hopping ones, they push off our toes, which is activating our calves. So if it feels like we're not working out our calves, we definitely are when we do jumping jacks, all of those. So, All right, Karina, and then we have Ms. Rodriguez too. I'll send you the email, video link. All right, if you guys, I know some of you guys might have the loop band that we could put around our thighs. If you have that, this one would be a good one to do it with. If you don't, no worries. But we're gonna do the side shuffle and rise, which, you know, we would be putting the bands around our shins, both of them, squatting and the shuffling and rise. So you could do, again, the beginner area would be here and rise. Advanced would be with the band and more advanced. Kelly, I think you have the band. I was gonna say you could squat down and instead of the rise, jump. I don't know how that might work out with the band around your legs. So just be careful if you do try it. But if you don't, if you just do the rise, that's okay too. You don't have to do the jump, okay? And if you don't have the jump, if you're gonna try with the jump, I mean, if you don't have the band and you're gonna try with the jump, you can go ahead and do that. All right, 40 seconds of that. Ready? So let's squat down. Okay, here you go. So side squat. Oh, sorry, you got it back too. Great. Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. I forgot about the rise. I just kept going back and forth. All right, we got a cross plank crunch. All right, so we're back on the yoga mat. So for this one, we're starting on that plank position. Okay. What I'm going to do is bring my right knee to my right chest, or at least try to. And I hope you're able to do that too. And if you're not able to get yourself in that plank position, then you're on your fours, and just try to bring that knee still to your right chest. Okay. But if we're here, then we're kind of doing like a mountain climber, but cross knee. All right. 30 seconds of that. Start in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. And that's set number 6. We have 2 more sets. Whew, almost there, folks. And if you're gonna keep your cardio up, feel free to do jumping jacks while the rest of us are resting. Keep moving. All right. It's kind of awkward. I was gonna try this one, but I don't think I like it. I think I have it like, it was supposed to be like the leaning elbow to knee, but kind of puts us at risk of falling, so I don't want to try it. So it's still something like this. So if you guys ever want to try that one, that's another one to kind of aim at that oblique. So you're kind of leaning and then trying to, but that's similar to what we did here. But this one's just at an angle that opens up a little bit more. But we're gonna skip that one. Because I really don't like it. So, all right. So the one we're gonna do is gonna be the box deck step. which you've done before. So, if you're using your imagination, kind of going down an escalator. So every step we're taking forward, you're going lower and lower with your legs. So almost like you're getting down low and then back up, and then down low, and then back up. Okay? That's what it looks like. So if you're going behind a wall on it's the motion we're looking for. All right, so we're gonna go for 40 seconds. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, okay, go. I'm taking about 4 steps forward before I decided to bring it back. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Really feeling out those quads. All right, we did ice skaters already. I have ice skaters or skaters. So for this one, you're gonna feel a little bit, we're gonna do skaters. You're gonna feel it a little bit more if you squat down with your hips as you're coming up to this lateral movement. So if you come down lower, you'll feel it more. If you're feeling a little bit tired, we have done a lot of lateral movements. So if you're a little bit tired, it's okay even if you do this here, okay? You don't have to go super low. All right? So for those, we'll go 30 seconds again. Ready? Okay, go. If you're up to it and you want to go lower with your hips, go for it as long as you're going strength. I don't know if Kelly's camera froze or she's just standing there. Still, I think it's froze. Yeah, she got kicked out. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, 9. All right. How are you guys feeling? You guys pretty good? Ruffini, how are you doing? You good?
Doing good. Yeah, I'm good.
Debbie?
You're killing us. No, it's okay.
It's good. It's
Build
good.
this up.
Just remember, you won't see me until Monday, so Son's retired for the next 3 days. We're making up for that. All right, so we're gonna do Superman. Yeah, everything else is pretty much on the floor now. So the last exercise of this set's on the floor, and the last set is all on the floor too. So we can take a little rest from aerobics, cardio movements. So let's get that yoga mat. Rest of the workouts on the floor. All right. All right, so for this one, we've done it before too. It's the alternating L's leg pumps. So alternating L's again, we're in this position, and the leg pump would be pumping that lower leg 3 times before we switch, and then we're alternating. Okay. All right. Ready? So lift those legs. Pick one leg's gonna go up. And 40 seconds of these begin now. So start pumping and then switch. So I do 3 or 4 pumps before I switch. Halfway there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. One more set, come on. Almost there.
Almost there. Last is easy. Burpees for 5 minutes straight. Okay. Just kidding, no, we're not doing that. That'd be torture.
You're gonna be on the floor though for this last set.
So now we'll stretch. If you guys have any questions, feel free to bring them up. And then,
Yeah. Go from there.
right, so we're gonna do, just kind of roll into it. We'll do V-ups. So side V-ups, so again, I'm leaning on my left shoulder. My left arm is, 90 degrees to my body. And then what I'm trying to do is that my arm is just there more for balance. I don't want to push off it too much. I want to lift with my core, not push up, because that's kind of cheating the workout a little bit. And then if you're able to, then elevate the legs at the same time. And if that's too challenging, then what I want you to do is bend the knees slightly, and then just kind of bring that elbow towards that hip again, like we did earlier with the standing one. Okay? So we'll do 40 seconds on each side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here you go. 40 seconds. Get 2 more seconds. Good, ladies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Feel that in that oblique. Oh, love handles are disappearing. I got a little muffin top I gotta get rid of. All right. Opposite side. Okay. You have 40 seconds, so start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, up. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1, time. Okay. Probably take a nap now, right? Last one. So we'll do, it's gonna be Supermans with the lats. So we did Supermans on the first set, on the second set, I forget, on the fourth set. But now we're gonna do it with the lats. So the lats movement, which is, we're gonna be doing this movement with our arms as we're facing down. That's gonna work on our, oh. Are you guys there? Okay, sorry. My screen went to like like this. It just showed the logo of my computer and I thought it was shutting off. Okay, I freaked out for a second. Okay, that was really strange. It's never done that before. I was like, no, we had one more. All right, so again, supermarkets at the left, okay? So let's go down. Okay, so elevate those legs. And then we want to do this with our arms, okay? This motion. Ready? Last one. There you go, 30 seconds. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Very good. Good job. Awesome. All right. Good job, Debbie. Good job, Cherise, Ella, Summer, Rofani, Deanna, Josefina, Carla, Perry, Rodriguez, Nancy, Martha, Karina. Good job, Alec. Good job. Good job, Anna. All right. Woo. How was that? It's okay? Easy? All right. Let's cool down and get our day going. So again, we'll just start quickly here. Bring that left heel in, right leg back. Lean over to the opposite chest. You should feel that up front. We did this one yesterday. I think we're gonna start doing it here too. So it's the 90-90. So what we're gonna do is bring your quad right in front of your hip and bend your leg so you have a 90-degree angle right in front of you. And then this hind leg is gonna go back as well. And then that lower leg is also at the 90, okay? And what we wanna do is just kind of sit up in this position here. Just sitting up here. So Summer, so right now your leg is angled this way. So we want to have that lower leg in front of you, 90 degrees too. So I think this is quad position here that's more out. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then this one has to be at 90. Yeah, I think your heels might, we pretty much want that heel of the leg in front of you almost aligned with that knee on the side. All right, let's switch. Let's regular, come back to that first stretch, lean over. So that last stretch, where you're a little bit more upright, that's works on the piriformis muscle as well. So sometimes that rubs against the sciatic nerve, causing pain. So again, the adjustments is my right quad comes a little bit more aligned with my chest and my shoulder. That right lower leg is lined up with 90 degrees. And then that leg on the side, it's 90 degrees, it's straight. And the leg, the lower part of it is pretty much it's aligned. So from my toe of my right foot, it's one single line all the way to the heel of my left foot. So a pretty line, and then what's keeping me up, it's this, my arm here. And so you should feel a stretch right here, that inside part of that left leg. Nice swing across. Another stretch for our hips here. The Hollywood stretch. So again, bring that right leg across, left arm over, kind of with that elbow push back. for that stretch.
Julio,
Yes.
I have a question. Every time when
I can barely hear you, I'm sorry.
every time when I kneel, I feel on my knee like a little shock, electric shock.
Let's switch. Can you repeat that? Let's switch legs.
Every time when I kneel
Uh-huh.
on my knee, I feel like electric shock, like something is pulling in there, and the right side.
So like here?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
here?
no, there, outside.
Here?
There. And when I kneel, I feel that something is pulling or like a electroshock a little bit.
Okay.
Do you think there's something wrong?
Tingling sensation?
Yeah, like
I
a
mean,
chill.
so what it could be is our IT band. It's a muscle that starts by your glute and has a long tendon, and it actually wraps right around underneath on the side of the knee.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, you feel it here, but it could be a tightness on your glute. Let's do the figure 4 stretch. So bring that left heel in, reach out. So I would, just keep that in mind. Stretch out your hamstrings. You want to stretch the quads. So this is a good stretch for that. Typically, when there's something feeling funky around a joint like that, I would say stretch the muscles around that joint. But yeah, is that something you've always felt, that switch?
No, the last week I just started feeling it.
Okay, and is it painful or is it?
No, just when I kneel, just I feel it.
Yeah, and I mean, it could be, the workouts might be a little bit more demanding, or sometimes the side movement that we're doing, like we did a lot today, it could be that. But yeah, if there's no pain, I would still stretch, and kind of make it, feel a little bit better. Let's bring both heels in. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If kind of focus on, if you have a foam roller, you might want to foam roll your hamstrings and the glutes. But yeah, usually I want to stretch out the muscles around that joint. You don't want to stretch them too long either. Like I said, if you stretch too long, sometimes stretching too long can be bad for you. So we don't want to hold these stretches forever.
Yeah, I have a problem to kneel, and one day I taken my medicine, and then I feel well, and I did it, and was when I feel chill, something was pulling there, and I a little scared just that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, sometimes it's, if we're put in like different positions, our bodies, could act a certain way when we're positioned. Like for me, like I mentioned, with like my bad habits of driving a certain way has caused, some issues on my lower left back, my left hip. That's reset position, left heel in, right leg back, and then lean back. So what I would say is, if it's something that's not causing pain, but it is a little bit uncomfortable, maybe we might modify the way we kneel down. Maybe instead of bringing our legs straight down, we want to swing it to the side before we kneel. But I think if we stretch it and, for hydrating, I think the exercises that we're doing, it's probably activating that muscle, the switch, or that tendon. And I think eventually it'll get stronger and we might not feel it. But if it starts becoming an issue, then that's when I'll be a little bit concerned with that. Because sometimes tingling sensation is a lack of blood flow as well. So, like if you kind of felt that on your feet before when you're laying down in bed too long, or that's that weird sensation. That could be it. So maybe it's just being a little bit more engaged on the warm up too. So yeah, I mean, it could be so many different things. I don't have an answer, but I think all those things would help. And then we tried the hamstring stretch. So go here. And yesterday we tried a modified one. So the one we did was we were laying down on our back with our legs like this. And if you didn't feel like stretch, you could grab that leg and then just kind of roll. And you might feel a little bit more. You guys remember that from yesterday? If you can do that roll, then you might feel the stretch over here. And you can still bring your heel closer to your glutes. You might still feel that stretch right there. There's like 4 different ones for this. And then there's actually a variation of this one while sitting on a chair. I can switch. And relax. I'll turn off the recording.